Though I've told us how we can just input our image the other time, but I just want to also show us again. You click on the plus sign again and you go to your gallery. Then from gallery you can add your images. You can add it from whatever folder you want to add it from here. So you can add your images from here. You can select as much as possible and you can edit it here also. The same settings goes for your background and also for your images. So if you are looking for something maybe to edit on your image, just go back to your background. You will see the same settings apply to the both of them. Now let's add an element. Once you have a background, let's add an element which is here. Where should we start from? Let's add a square shape. You have a square shape. You can edit the square shape here, both right and left, or up and down. And also you can put text inside. You can have your text inside the shape through these edits. These are your shapes also. You can try to replace it with whatever shape maybe you want to replace it with. And also you can delete it from here. You can duplicate it if you want to have two shapes. This is one shape, this is one shape, and this is the other shape. So you can duplicate it. You can change the color from here, black or any other color that we want. So that's where to change the color. You can change the style of the border. There are always, when we talk about shape, there is something we call fill and there is something we call outline. Fill is the color inside, outline is the color outside. That's the border. You can see the border. That's what we call outline. So you can change it to whichever you want, and if you want it to round, as you can see, there is a round edge. You can see the edge is round. So that's the function of the border. That's the function of the style. You have to get familiar with all this. Now if you have a text inside your shape, this is where you edit your font size, your font color, your formatting, effects. Now you can also give your shape your effects, your text your effects, and transparency also occurs to this. Fade out, fade in. Just note that your nudges, if you want to use maybe if you're having problem in moving your shapes and you just want to move it a little, come and use your nudge. If you want to add link to it, maybe you want to create a PDF, it's not important, it's not useful for a picture, it's only useful for a PDF or a presentation. And also there are also more settings. If you want to send it back, like if you want to send it back to the front, to the back of this image we have here, you can click send backward. As you can see, this has come forward, and if you want to bring forward, in case you have two or more elements on your design dashboard, and also you can add more elements as you feel. You have all your elements, you have them here. You can add as many elements as possible, depending on the design you want to make. now we head to our text. Also, our text is an important factor. You go to your text, you add a heading. The difference between heading and subheading is just the size. You add a heading. It's just the size. That's the difference between the heading. When you click on the heading, then you will have the, you can also use the sidebar arrow to change the size of your heading, as you see, both inside and outside. You can edit your text here. You can edit your text, you can duplicate. Now this is your font. Now what kind of font do you want to use? Whatever you see that has this crown here, it means it's a pro version that you have to pay for, but you still have free fonts that you can use. So you can change your fonts here, and also you can change your font size here depending on the size you want to use. You can change your font color here. So you can change the formatting. This will work when you have a lot of fonts on your design dashboard. Maybe you change it to the left, to the middle, to the right, or you underline it, italics and so on. That's your formatting. And your spacing. Your spacing happens if you have more than one. If you have more than one text. Now, as you notice that the formatting is to the left now. So change middle, change to the right, and so on. And also your spacing, this is the letter spacing, and this is the line spacing. You can use that when you have more than a paragraph on your design dashboard. Transparency remains the same, nudge remains the same, and so on. So that is basically your text settings and how to input your text on Canva. I'm still trying to tell you how you can use these elements. We'll come to a place where we'll just bring the elements together and we use it to make a design.